PT has made so many changes. In this tutorial, I'll be covering what has changed, the scoring parameters, and what you need to do next. So stay tuned till the end of the video. The very first thing I will be showing you guys is the read aloud changes. Read aloud, initially the marking used to go to speaking and reading. This is a big change. Now the marking will only go to speaking. Now I will also mention the old things and the new changes so that the students who are already studying, they can understand the difference. Now, as per the scoring guide, you will still get 6 to 7. Okay. And the pronunciation content basically is now useless because it's not giving marks to the reading. So that's why they have not mentioned much about the content parameters. But pronunciation, yes, it's out of 5, and fluency is also out of 5. Now, if I talk about repeat sentences, there is no change in repeat sentences. 10 to 12 you will get, and listening and speaking, it contribute marks. So content over here, if we see content, they were not giving us any marks. But over here, content, they are still giving us the marks. That means for read aloud, you are not getting marks for the reading module, which I just said. So repeat sentences over here, you get out of 3, which was same as per the previous score guide as well. And then pronunciation and then fluency, same. So there is no change in repeat sentences. Now let's talk about the scrimmage. The scrimmage 5 to 6, that is a big thing. So you'll get 5 to 6 questions. Now it will contribute to speaking only as it was in the previous score guide, but there is a big change in content. So out of 6. Now let's quickly read this because this is what I want you guys to focus on. The response describes the image fully and accurately and expands on relationships between the features of the image to provide a nuanced interpretation. Then a variety of expressions and vocabulary are used appropriately and with ease and precision throughout the response. A listener could build a complete mental picture of the image from the response. So basically, they want people to use different kind of expressions or vocabulary. Expressions means whether there is a increase or decrease. That's what they want to focus. And along with that, they also said that it needs to have a relationship. So that means one thing should be linking with another thing. And then they want a complete summary of it. That's what they're saying, a complete mental picture. So these are the 3 major things which you need to keep it in mind in order to perform well in the scrimmage. Now, there are other partial credits as well. So you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But again, we will be coming up with a new template for this question as well. We will not change a lot of things because we believe the template which we have will still do justice to the new scoring as well. I will be giving up a mock test as well as per the new scoring soon, and also the exam once the changes have been there, and then we will test it out. But for now, you guys can still use the current template, and this change will also be shortly live on our portal as well. Okay, so let's talk about now retail lecture. With retail lecture, you will get 2 to 3. Now this also has increased. Initially it was maximum 2 most of the times. Now it is 3. Again, the content is out of 6. Now let's read this. Response is clear, accurate, and demonstrates full comprehension of the lecture by paraphrasing the main ideas seamlessly in own words. So that means they want the students to use or paraphrase it a little bit into their own vocabulary, not just picking up the words as it is. And then a variety of expressions and vocabulary, same like the scrimmage. And then the ideas in the response are well connected and organized in a logical sequence using connective devices effectively and consistently. So that means it needs to be in a logical sequence. That means the idea should not shuffle. They should not be in different sequence, in jumbled sequence. So that's what you need to keep in mind. One thing which happened in the first sequence, then there is the second part, then the third part should stay like that. You cannot mix the ideas, shuffle the ideas or the order of them. And again, it's out of 6. So that's also another thing. Now, it is contributing to listening. So listening weightage will go up from detail lecture now, because as I said, it's out of 6 now. It was out of 5 first. Okay. So that's another change. Now over here, another thing which I would like you guys to focus on is answer short questions. You'll get 5 to 6 and only towards listening. That means this again is impacting your listening scores, which I believe is good because getting marks from retail lecture answer short question is easy comparatively. So your listening marks can go higher if you perform good in these 2 tasks. The fluency and pronunciation stays same throughout the tasks. So there has been no change in the scrimmage. There has been no change in retail lecture. Okay. Now the templates, that's the important thing. Keep using the current templates, whatever we have, right? And on top of that, as I said, we will be making the changes in the content parameters for describe, image, and retail lecture, which would be out of 6, not out of 5. And again, for read alouds, we will be making the changes soon in our portal. That means only marks which comes out of read aloud will impact speaking. Now, this is a bad news because 32 marks used to come for reading module from read alouds, right? Now, that is definitely not a good news. So that means reading will become harder and students would need to perform better in the comprehension, right? So that is something to take from this scoring guide for the speaking module. Now let's talk about the second part of the section, which is writing. Now for writing itself, uh, sorry, before moving on to writing the two new question types, I almost forget that there are two new question types: summarize group discussion and then respond to a situation. Now, summarize group discussion will also impact listening and speaking. Okay, so you'll get 2 to 3. Again, the content parameters are marked out of 6. And if we read this, they're saying the response should be clear, accurate, demonstrates full comprehension of the discussion, and it should paraphrase. Paraphrase is that's what they're highlighting over here. That means they want you guys to use your own words, which was not the case previously. And then response explores relationships between different points of view and synthesizes different perspectives effectively. A variety of expressions and vocabulary are used appropriately and with ease and precision, exactly what they said in the previous questions as well. And over here, they're saying the ideas in the response are well connected and organized. Again, they want sequence to be maintained. Now, summarize group discussion, you'll get 2 to 3. For this, we'll be creating a whole new template, whole new marking, whole new question, and we will change the mocks. We have to change sectional mocks, full mocks, everything, right? So again, our team is working tirelessly for this. Now, on top of this, we will be making it live very short on a portal. So you guys who are planning to sit for the exam after 7th of August, they can start practicing from now. Okay, so that is a good news, guys. So our team will be working tirelessly to make sure that you have the right platform. So if you have not subscribed Visual Language Experts portal, now is the time. Go over there, join for free. We will be making the changes live very soon, right? The link is on the screen. Go and start practicing, especially for the new students. We will be giving you guys enough materials, enough resources to practice, so you don't have to worry. And again, good news, template will be coming soon. Now let's talk about the content parameters we have already discussed. Now the pronunciation fluency, again, same out of 5. So again, we don't have to worry too much about that part. Respond to a situation. Again, you'll be getting 2 to 3. Speaking, again, for the speaking task only. All right. So that is something you need to remember. This is nothing to do with listening. Okay. So for speaking, you'll again get the content out of 6. Now let's read the content requirement. Response deals with the situation effectively, successfully accomplishes the primary communication goals with full consideration of the context given in the prompt. So what they're saying that basically it should deal with the situation effectively. That means the communication goal or what they're asking you to do, you should deliver it. You should not say something inaccurate. And communicates with ease, flexibility, and precision throughout the response. That is there for all the questions, that you need to be precise. You need to have proper ease in the communication. I think that will also impact your fluency. And then response is situationally appropriate and fully developed. That means you need to provide a proper response to it, not just one word or one liner answer. Okay, so that is something we will be using from a core module, from a core exam, because students in core are already doing respond to situation and doing very well. They're getting perfect 90. So that template will come from there, and we will ensure that it fits the new content requirement, which is out of 6, and it's ready to go. All right. So that is a good news that we know it's already working, and it will work for the academic students as well. Now let's talk about the writing section. Writing is something which has changed drastically. Why? Because first, Pearson is claiming the templates are banned. Second, they're saying human evaluation will be there, right? And then obviously they have changed the content parameters. So let's cover the first content parameters. You will be getting 2. All right, that's for sure. So they have not done, they have not mentioned 1 to 2. They have mentioned 2 only. That means every single time for summarized written text, you'll be getting 2. Previously, it used to be 1 to 2. Now it's always 2. And again, the marking is same. So reading and writing will be impacted. But content, let's read this. The source text is summarized comprehensively, demonstrating full comprehension of the source text. That means they need a full summary of it. Then second, they're saying paraphrasing is used effectively to communicate a clear and accurate. Paraphrasing is again a big thing which you need to guys keep in mind. So you can use your own words to paraphrase it. And then obviously they're saying the details which are extra, and that means which are not needed right? Which are just examples, or which are not giving you guys enough explanation, so should be removed, right? That means you should not have uh, bad content, if I put it into very simple words. So you need to have good content. Good content means more keywords, more nouns. All main ideas are correctly identified and synthesized in a concise and coherent manner. Again, that a link connection between the sentences is important. Then summary flows smoothly, makes skilled use of appropriate and varied connective devices, right? That means then you need to use different kind of connectors over there. So that is the next thing. And in the second point, they're saying it's summarized partially. Again, so you need to summarize it. You need to not use the words again and again, because that's what they have said, that the response relies heavily on repeating. That means you're repeating the content again and again. So that is something which we need to work on, repetitive and inappropriate connective devices. So again, we need to ensure that the connection is there, but on top of that, paraphrasing is used and it's not repeated. And again, logical, consistent flow is there. Now let's talk about the form. Form is same, grammar it's same, vocabulary is same, but where is the spellings? So there is no spelling. So, oh yes, always there was no spellings. For summarized written text, it was included in the grammar portion only. Okay, so that's for your summarized written text. Now let's come to the essay. Essay again is marked out of 6. Big change, not out of 3, not out of 6. Now they're saying the essay fully addresses the prompt in depth, demonstrating full command on argument, reformulating issues seamlessly on own words. That's what we were anyways doing. Our students, they were putting the content in their own words. We were giving them the set of keywords which they could use, and the argument is supported convincingly with subsidiary points, relevant examples throughout the response. And then the other things are there, which is 5432. You can take a screenshot and you can read it. But again, our focus is always on getting the full points. So the ideas will be structured in such a manner that it needs to be coherent. That was already there, guys, right? So what's the major difference? The difference is that they are introducing human, okay, to ensure that AI does not miss anything. But once AI misses, then only it will go to human, right? As it was happening in this crime and retail lecture. So what we need to do is we need to ensure that AI does not trigger it. So we need to use different set of vocabulary, different set of elements over there, right? So that it never comes as a pre-memorized answer, right? So we need to structure it very beautifully. We need to structure it logically, so that the template whichever we use, the structure whichever we use, right, is itself a different shaded from the other students, from the other templates, from the other institutes, right? So that is something which you need to keep it in mind. If you're using a template, you need to make it in some manner which is not very well, I would say, connected with other institutes or other students, right? And in the same way, you are using your own ideas. Now let's talk about the other parameters. Form out of 2, development, structure and coherence, a big change out of 6, right? Again, it is very well linked with the content, right, as it was previously also. So written discourse, that's what we used to call it before, and that's what they have mentioned over here, which is development, structure and coherence. Then it is grammar out of 2. Then it is general linguistic range, that is also out of 6 now. It was out of 2 previously. And then vocab and spellings, right? So big change in the scoring. What they're trying to do is they're trying to ensure that students are not getting 0. I think that is something positive which you need to take from this change. If you look at different perspective, initially you used to get out of 2 written discourse and linguistic range. That means the margin was very less. That means if it is wrong, it used to give you 0 straight away. But over here, you will not get 0. You might get 3 out of 6. You might get 2 out of 6, right? Same thing for the content. Okay. So that's very important, guys. And that's very helpful for the students, that they will not be getting 0 straight away unless they have just not done anything. They have not written anything. So this is what I think is a positive from this change. Yes, you definitely need to bypass the AI part so that it does not go to human, right? That's what we will be working on. And hopefully it works out so that students can still get good marks. And obviously, they will not make it like IELTS, because they do not want a human biasness to affect the scores. Okay. So I think they will still rely a lot on AI. Okay. And once AI does not approve it, then it will go to human for a second evaluation or a third evaluation. Correct. Okay. Now, reading. Again, they have made changes in the reading as well. Now, this is first thing which I want you guys to look at. Over here, they were saying reading fill in the blanks, which was dropped down, which we used to call reading and writing fill in the blanks previously, used to affect reading marks, writing marks. Now, it will only impact reading. Okay. And 1 mark or 0 mark. So, there is no partial marking. Okay. I mean, If you make any particular blank 0, it will be 0. If you make it correct, it will be correct. Now, multiple choice answers, you'll get 2 to 3. Reorders, you'll get 2 to 3. Reading blanks, 4 to 5, which stays same. Single answers, 2 to 3. So reading itself is only impacting reading now, right? That is not a good news. Why? Because a lot of marks for the reading used to come from read alouds, right? Which is not the case. That means reading itself would be highly scoring. You need to perform effectively better in order to get good marks in reading. Okay. So that is something which we need to work, right? So another thing now is for the listening. Listening stays same in terms of listening and writing, but the content parameters again have increased. So it's out of 4 instead of 2, right? So what they're saying, the source text is summarized comprehensively, demonstrating full comprehension of the source text. Comprehension is the thing you need to take from this sentence. Then they're saying paraphrasing. Same thing. So paraphrasing is something they're looking for, that they don't want same kind of words, same kind of vocab, same kind of sentence structure. So they want students to paraphrase, okay, which can be done through a template, okay, if you use it structurally. All right. So all the main ideas are correctly identified and synthesized in a concise and coherent manner. Then summary flows smoothly and makes skilled use of appropriate and varied connective devices. Okay. So again, they want connectors to be used. Then 3 and 2, again, you guys just can have a read over here and take a screenshot. Then form out of 2, 50 to 70 words, very consistent with the old scoring. Grammar 2, vocabulary and spelling 2 and 2, right? So nothing is changed in the other parameters apart from the content, but you will be only getting 1. Okay. Why 1? Because a lot of marks now for listening are coming from speaking module. They have introduced group discussion, right? They are increasing the number of questions for retail lecture. Okay. And for answer short questions, it's only impacting listening. So that means summarized spoken text will be 1 only. So you will never get 2. Okay. So that's what has changed. Okay. Now let's talk about multiple choice questions, 2 to 3, listening only. Fill in the blanks, 2 to 3, listening, not impacting writing. Okay. So that is something you need to keep it in mind. Highlight correct summary, listening and reading, same. Multiple single answers, listening, select missing word, listening, highlight incorrect words, listening and reading. Thank God. Over here, they are giving marks for the reading, because otherwise it would have been very difficult. Right from dictations, listening and writing, same. Okay. And I think that's the end of it. Now, guys, my opinion on this, it has changed drastically. A lot of things have changed. Scoring has changed. But again, a lot of students will be panic. We are also working tirelessly so that we can get students some structured approach, a structured pathway, so that they can get good scores, their desired band. So from here, don't get panic. If you can give the exam before 7th of August, that is the first step. Do that. If not, don't worry. We will be coming up with proper templates, proper structures, proper resources. That's very important, so that you guys have enough materials, enough time to prepare before sitting for the exam. So again, a reminder, if you have not signed up to Vision Language Experts portal, do this, because we will be coming up shortly with a lot of changes, a lot of resources for the students. So students who are planning to sit for the exam in August and months after that, they can rely on that portal, which is very effective. And another important thing, we have opened a lot of branches in India. So we have opened in Jammu, Hisar, Mohali, and a lot more are coming. So students in these cities, we will be introducing new methodology soon, right? And if you have not visited our institute, go and visit one of institutes if it is close by. And if you want online coaching, we do provide online coaching to 50 plus countries. Okay. So the number is given below. You can contact us for more information, and we can help you with the preparation, with the classes, with the coaching, with customized plans. Flexible batches are there. Teachers are superb. They're working with us for years, right? And we will ensure that we help you, as we have been helping thousands and thousands of students, not only in Australia, but in 50 plus countries. Okay. Thank you, guys. I will be coming up shortly for a lot of template videos on summarized group discussion, respond to situation, reading. So make sure, if you have not signed up, if you're not subscribed our channels, do it now, because I am excited to bring a lot of content videos to help you guys out. So this is a time to show me some support, and I will try to come up with templates so that it can help you guys for the preparation. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give a thumbs up. In the comment box, make sure that if anything comes up in your mind which I might have missed, which you want me to cover on my next tutorial, put it in the comment box. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. VLE is here to support you. And again, our tagline is Vision for a Better Future. That's what we will be giving you guys, a better future with the help of our platform. Thank you guys. See you next time.